My name is Rebecca Bryant, and I teach at California State University, Long Beach, and I primarily work in higher education with dance. And I think 2017 has been an interesting year, and for me, I took the opportunity to really look at my own self and what I'm doing in my teaching, as well as my institution, to ask questions about how inclusive are we? What are we doing to make our education accessible to different kinds of people? And a small example of what I noticed in my own self was individual moments within a class. An example might be grab a partner. Just asking the class in general to grab a partner. And in those moments that actually there's latent, unspoken, different layers of power and privilege, that if we're always just grabbing a partner, that actually privileges some people in the room consistently. So I've started working on ideas around inclusivity in how we partner up in class. And I'm sort of thinking about it in two ways. One way is randomization. We're going to line up according to birthday, and then the person next to you, that's your sort of like birthday buddy person, and that's how we end up finding a partner. Another example might be alphabet, like alphabetizing by last name, things like that, and finding different ways that we can connect sort of on profound levels or very personal levels, or to be brought together randomly, or to be brought together because we have difference. Who was raised with a sibling, who wasn't raised with a sibling, we partner those people together. Instead of making it so that people who always feel like they can get what they want, or they're used to getting what they want, can grab their partner. And even just inherently the language around that of grabbing a partner. So really looking with a microscope at different things that I'm doing in the classroom. I also teach improvisation, which I think there's a general thought of, oh, I teach improvisation, so that must mean a Western dance form that really comes from sort of modern dance, postmodern dance. And I'm now becoming really clear in my syllabus and in my first days of talking about the course of, this is the style, the sub-style of improvisation that we're looking at. And yes, it's coming from some traditions from the U.S., being clear to say United States and not America. Just at every step trying to be really clear about where something is coming from, and the European lineage of some of those practices. Also, the ways that a lot of postmodern dance practices, like contact improvisation, borrowing from the East as well. And being clear that dance improvisation, when we say this is the dance improvisation course, and it's the only dance improvisation course in our department, that there are many forms of dance that use improvisation. And that I'm teaching this one way to go about it, and I try to be quite broad even in that approach, but that that we even just down the hallway have a hip-hop class that's going on, and they're ciphering, and that they have a relationship. They're different and they're similar, and that I don't want to presuppose that dance improvisation that I teach is like the only dance improvisation. So how in every moment can I just check myself and what I'm reinforcing? I'll also say that reflecting on our department's offerings at this time, we've brought in a new tenure track hire, and he has specialties in hip-hop and in modern, and just wondering if we bring someone in like that and the students don't have a requirement or can't really fulfill requirements using the hip-hop courses that we have in a way sidelined and limited the impact that this new hire can have. So in what ways are we institutionalizing privilege or privileging different forms over other forms? Does ballet have to be the most prioritized, or maybe modern dance is more prioritized than ballet in a department? Departmental identity, and weighing that with like, okay, we do have an identity and we do have specialties, but also are we being able to serve who our population is. I work for a public university in Southern California. It's a very diverse area. Are we bringing in a representation of that overall population or not? We do have a very diverse school. The dance department's not as diverse as the larger university. It is becoming more so. And we have a lot of students who are first generation university attending in their families. And they have, a lot of them, very special needs in terms of they have to work 30 hours a week and they're trying to go to school full time with us. So I've been really looking at how do we make our education accessible to them at different socioeconomic levels, and then also how can we be equitable with how we do our audition process. So not everyone has had an opportunity to take ballet, but maybe they've had different kinds of dance within public school. And do we have to start our audition with ballet every time? Or could we change that up? Maybe we start with something that might make our attendees at the audition feel like they're starting at a little bit more of a level playing field. So yeah, trying to look at myself, trying to look at how I operate, trying to look at the things that our curriculum is saying underneath just its requirements.